Salutations, everyone! I have yet another ENA theory. This theory will be expanding on my last one, which explained how Power of Potluck could be the missing link between Temptation Stairway and Dream Barbecue. So make sure to watch that one if you haven't already. Today, I'll be focusing on a specific part of that theory. I speculated before that upon ENA's sadness being removed, it would be replaced with anger, also known as the meanie side of Barbecue ENA. However, I never explained how that would happen, and that's what this video is for. First, I need to address a common misconception about Temptation Stairway's ending. Many believe that ENA's sad side ceased to exist, but that is not the case. In reality, ENA achieved an emotional balance, as shown by her right side remaining blocky, her two hair pieces fusing together, and both voices taking turns speaking. She still had the ability to feel sad, but she no longer suffered from crippling depression. In contrast, when ENA entered her full sadness form in Temptation Stairway, both sides were blocked. The hairpiece corresponding to her happy side disappeared, and only her sad voice spoke. I think that with ENA's attempt to rid herself of her depression once more, something similar to that would be the more likely outcome, but with her happy side and permanent. And obviously, missing half of herself, no matter which half, would make her very unstable. She cannot just continue life after losing such a large piece of herself. She'll very quickly descend into mental and possibly even physical illness. She'll need to seek help to restore her health, and fast. But from who? Remember Voli? There have already been a few indications that Voli will not only return in Dream Barbecue, but be important to its plot. In addition to being part of one of the new sticker sheets, one of their orbs is shown on the lenticular poster for Dream Barbecue, but I believe that Voli's role in the plot will extend even further, either to Power of Potluck itself, or an off-screen event in between Power of Potluck and Dream Barbecue. You see, in Temptation Stairway, it is shown that Voli has magical powers, likely tied to their orbs. And perhaps each orb is tied to a different emotional state. Green, a mix of yellow and blue, may have corresponded to ENA's wish for emotional stability, and the other orbs Voli is seen with just so happen to match Happy ENA, Sad ENA, Salesperson ENA, and Meanie ENA's shading. So perhaps it was not Runus himself who granted ENA's wish, but rather Voli. Perhaps Runus was merely a manager of sorts. So Voli would be able to help ENA, right? Well, yeah, as much as an employee of Runus could. And Runus would be very unhappy if ENA escaped her punishment. So, maybe out of fear rather than malice, Voli does help stabilize ENA, but gives her another negative emotion. Now, she's once again free of her depression, at least until she has to work at that soul-crushing job. But going from constant sadness to constant anger isn't much of an upgrade. Ultimately, Ulysses was right.
Desires are never fulfilled,
nor quenched.
Despite several attempts to achieve emotional stability, ENA's desire remains unfulfilled. She failed.
Like the rest of them. Like the rest of them.
like the rest of them.
I hope you enjoyed this little addendum of sorts, expanding on the video I made earlier this month. Let me know if you have any thoughts about Voli's powers or this theory in general. See you soon!